All right, we got another clutch hatching. This makes clutch 3 of ball pythons. And this is a big female, but there seems to be a problem with this pairing. And this was the male's first year pairing. This is the first year pairing for this female here in my collection. She is 13 years old. And I'm not sure if that's the cause of what happened, but let's go ahead and run through it, talk about what happened, show you the female, talk about the clutch as I pull the clutch and everything else that goes on with it. And that'll be the entire video. So right off the back, you can see there's fertile or infertile eggs. So let's get her out and see how many infertile eggs she gave us. So as I always do, you can hear she's hissing at me. I don't like getting bit. Nobody likes getting bit. So always just put a little bit of plastic on them like that. Snap them out of it. Snap them out of it. They're going to hiss. They're going to do that. All right. So we got a dud clutch. It's dudded. It's bad. She gave us a good sized clutch, but it's a bad clutch. 9 eggs. Look at that. Why? Why? Why did she do this to us? This was our only chance for hypopides this year, and we didn't get any. So look at that. An entire clutch of infertiles. It happens. Not everything in life is perfect, but she did lay 9 eggs. So if they would have been fertile, the chances of getting a hypopide out of this pairing would have been 1 in 4. So we should have ended up with 2, but we're not ending up with anything now. So there you go. Nothing. So now we got to dump all this out, clean the snake up, and put her back in on some paper towels. And that'll be everything that I have to do. Scrub this out, make sure there's no egg scent, and we'll be good. So you saw the female. The male was a killer blast, so super pastel pinstripe, OD, orange dream, hypo, het pied. She was a pied, het hypo. This was going to be his first year breeding. I only have one female for him that was ready. I have another one that's ready, but she doesn't want anything to do with him. She's probably not developing follicles right now. I do have an ultrasound machine that I borrowed, so I'll be checking a lot of females here within the next couple of weeks to see what it is that we have going on. And as of right now, this was clutch number 3 that was laid, but obviously this is going to be a dud clutch, so it doesn't matter. We have one female here that's ovulating or currently ovulating or already finished ovulating. She was ovulated in 320. And then we have another female down here that ovulated 320 as well. That's when I saw a visual ovulation, so it could have been the end or the beginning of it. Actually, this girl here is already in shed. So she may have been at the end of ovulation when I saw it, and this one might have been the beginning of the ovulation. But obviously the pre-lay shed is going to tell us exactly when they're going to be laying the eggs. This one here, I had thought I seen an ovulation, but she hasn't had a pre-lay shed, and it's been almost 2 months. So I'm not sure if it was an ovulation or what. I check her every day to see but it's nothing. No pre-lay shed. So as of right now, she is still nothing. She's not giving us anything right now. This girl here is due on the 8th. I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, but this girl might have laid eggs by then. So the 8th. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 females that are continuing to build, that I've had at least 4 lots with males. Now I know these two up here have only a few locks. I didn't write them all out. I started just scanning. Sometimes I get lazy, right? Like people get lazy, and I just scan the QR codes and just put it in the phone versus writing it out on here. I only write it on here so I visually know when I'm supposed to be pairing the snakes. So I go based off the previous month when I saw the lock. So if I saw the lock on this one at 3/13, I'm going to try to pair them again on 4/13 or around that date. So I usually just go off the last time they locked. And then that's why I like writing it on here, but it's not that hard for me to scan the QR code and just look to see when they locked. But this girl here, she has been nonstop growing and she won't eat. So because of that, some of these females, I know when something's going on because this girl eats my hand if she had a chance. So since she's not eating, I know something's going on. This female down here, they're locked up right now. So this is going to be lock number 4 for them. So locked up right now. They're locked up right now. This is lock number 5 for them. After 5, I don't put them together anymore. After that, if they aren't doing anything, then that's just nature taking the score. So if 5 locks isn't enough, I've seen people get clutches after 1 lock. So I'm not going to be worried about it. And these 2 girls, like I said, they've had several locks. This one had a lock in February. I didn't put it on here, but I put the one for March on here. This one had one in March, but I didn't put it on here. So it's just really just being picky about what I write on here. But this girl definitely has eggs, and this girl definitely has eggs. She actually did not take her last meal. So she may or may not be ovulating here soon, but we won't know until we see it, right? So let me grab her actually. She may be going into ovulation right now. So just getting a little wider right here, and her tail is getting, no, maybe not. Because usually at the bottom of their base of the tail here, it'll start sinking in just a little bit right before they get into ovulation. But she did not take her last meal, and she shed about a week ago. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, this may be the start of an ovulation because there's definitely a little lump right there. I don't know how well you guys can see it. So I know this video was supposed to be about the clutch that was just laid, but you saw that clutch was a dud. So therefore, this video has turned into an update video for the rest of the year. So as of right now, we still have, what was it, 4 females? Nope. We have 2 females that are 3 or 4 females that have ovulated, and probably like 8 more that are still locking, should be on their last locks. So at this point, based off if they go or not, we're looking at another 12 clutches. So that'll put us at 15 for a year. Obviously, one of them is completely bad. So 14, if they all go and they're all, fertile, there'll be 14 clutches that are fertile. Hopefully it doesn't, end up with a bunch of duds, which is weird because that male locked with her probably like 8 times. Like, since I didn't have any other females for him, I just put them in there and put them in there. I put them in there every month, and that wasn't enough. So I don't know if it's her eggs are not viable because she is an older female, or if it's the male. So what I'll do is once the other female is ready to be paired, I'll put him with her, and we'll see what happens in that clutch. And if we get viable eggs, that means the female that we just got eggs from today may not be fertile. So we will try again next year. And if she does the same thing 2 times in a row, then more than likely that's it. So we'll see what happens next year. And we'll see what happens with this female to see what really occurred in this particular clutch, in this particular scenario. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all. So if you made it this far into the video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything that I put out in the future. As always, peace.